The Balanced Scorecard is a strategic planning and management system that's used a lot now in business to align activities to the vision and strategy of an organization, improve internal and external communications, and monitor performance against strategic goals. One of the main challenges is to make sure companies keep to the agreed path. Carlos Guevarra advises companies on how to obtain the right capabilities. Carlos, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
What are the main, challenges do you think that companies have at the moment with strategy planning?
Well, normally the most important challenge that managers face is how to say no. So many of the times when you are developing a plan, it's very easy to try to go for everything. We want to have the best products, we want to have the best service, we want to have the best price, but that's very, very difficult. So one of the main challenges of managers today is not only to know what they want to do, but also what they don't want to do.
How can you, as a consultant, in a very short space of time, go into a company and see what the major problems are that need to be sorted out?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we are not a typical consultant that comes in and tells you how you're going to do it, and we pretend to know all the answers. We have experts in different industries, obviously, because it's important to know the details of the business. But most of the time, a lot of the expertise comes from the client. They just need somebody that facilitates that process. That's what we call strategy from within. So that's the name of our company, ShiftIN Partners, is because we make strategy from within.
Do businesses, would you say, stick to predefined strategy that's been agreed, or do they go off the path, so to speak?
Well, most of the time they go off the path,
yeah.
And it's actually a natural thing to happen. You think of a plan, when you're planning your strategy, there are many things that you cannot predict. So normally when most of the strategic plans actually fail within few weeks after they've been launched. Competitors have reacted, new economic conditions, new regulations. So the key is how you can execute your strategy. So the organization needs to have the capabilities to adapt and react quickly to those changes. For example, we are working with a government organization in which we are training more than 60 managers to develop their execution capabilities, because companies are now realizing that execution is even more important than planning.
Just let's touch on this Balanced Scorecard, because how much do you use that in your strategy planning?
The Balanced Scorecard is kind of a GPS when you're navigating. So it should tell you whether you are going too much off the path. So you have your plan, which comes from your strategy, but then you need to know where are you positioning, what is your situation. So the Balanced Scorecard helps you through a number of indicators and facilitates the discussion within the organization to help you navigate through those changes.
And how can good strategy then lead to good, positive financial results?
Well, in many ways, but it's not only financial results. For example, you take the example of the government sector. Financial results come as a second priority behind citizens' value, for example. Another of our clients is more concerned about developing the capabilities internally. Emiratization is a very important priority for certain organizations today, in which they can be an output of their strategy, should be to develop young Emiratis that are able to sustain the work.
Great. Well, thank you very much. That's all we've got time for. Carlos Guevarra, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.